Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I am FM, and today's Tactic Talk, we are talking about a tactic called Elturco Spartacus. Basically, it's from a guy called Elturco09, so hence the Elturco part. In the write-up he has on the page I got this from, he basically was asked, do you use opposition instructions? He didn't really answer the question itself, but it does say, I don't use a different instruction. Ordinary instructions, I usually leave my matches to the assistant and try in vacation mode. So, probably slightly different where he's taking control of the team, but each match itself is gone to the assistant manager. He's just vacationing through it. So he did take Southampton. He does say with minor changes, so I'm not sure what that means in terms of the tactic download that I got it from. But he says, with minor changes, I tried my tactic with Southampton. With the effect of our staff quality in the first season, we were promoted to the first league again. However, the Mazzala roll team started to attack. It is enjoyable to score lots of goals. He apparently doesn't speak English. I'm assuming he's Turkish. But overall, Southampton did very well for them. So we're going to see what it's like with our three teams of Tottenham, Wolves, and Newcastle. Now, as you can see, the tactic itself, the sweeper keeper in support, wing backs on the left and right in both support, ball playing defenders in defend, a DM sitting back in support, a deep line playmaker in support, inside forwards in attack on both sides, an attacking midfielder in attack central, and then advanced forward in attack up front. Now again, as always, pause where you want to see more information. It is currently a balanced mentality. In possession, attacking with the standard, approach plays pass into space, underlap on the left and right, and focus play down the left and right. Passing directness is shorter, tempo is higher. Final third, low crosses and run at defense. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute quickly and roll it out. And out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a standard defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and get stuck in. Now, how did it work for our three teams? As you can see, it did very well. Tottenham first place with 85 points, an absolutely great season for them. A bad season for Liverpool, 84, probably not too bad. Man United at 69, Manchester City at 66. Bad things happened in this league at that time, but Tottenham cruising 26-7-5, 97-4, 37 against 60 goal differential is a fantastic result for them. Newcastle with 66 points, not too bad, on the higher side of average, 26-12. But Wolves 64 points, definitely higher than usual, 19-7-12, doing fairly well. Schedule-wise for Tottenham, as you can see, it's actually not the greatest. You have 2 losses in the first month. You have a loss in September with a couple of draws, a lot of draws in October. But, you're picking up a lot of points during this time, and you're continuing on through everything until this 3-3 draw/loss in penalties against Bournemouth in the EFL Cup 3rd round. You're continuing on FA Cup 4th round. You lose out against Everton. But look at this run in the second half of the season. Wow. And you beat Real Madrid 3-0 in the Champions League. Now that's interesting. Wolves schedule, you lose out in the EFL Cup 2nd round immediately. You got several losses in August, a nice run in September, but more losses in October. It's kind of back and forth. A fantastic February, although you do lose out in the FA Cup 4th round, 0-1 to West Brom. But overall, just spotty. Wolves, August looks awful. One win, I should say. But then you go on a massive run of points up until a Fulham loss, but still out in the EFL Cup 2nd round, 1-1 in penalties against Nottingham Forest. FA Cup 3rd rounder out 1-3 against Tottenham. Spotty overall. You do have nice runs here and there, but that's about it. Transfer-wise for Tottenham, no one out, so no real money coming in, but Kingsley Coman comes in from Bayern on loan. Shaqiri and then Weston we've seen before. Newcastle with no real new money to spend, but you do bring in Loftus-Cheek on loan, Aranda from Real Madrid, Alex Scott, Bristol City, Barrios from Zenit, so a couple we've seen before. Wolves not selling anyone, so bringing in no new money. Miguel Veloso in August, we've seen, but so that's about it. Really, no one new. Squad-wise for Tottenham, Rodrigo Betancourt, 50+1 appearances. Harry Kane with 49. I wonder what happened to Lloris. But Christian Romero, 47+1. Lloris is down here with 29. Was he sold? He wasn't sold. He did have an injury, though. Moderate, out for 4 weeks, so that keeps him off the bench. But overall, still 29 appearances. Goal-wise, 27 for Kane. Definitely nowhere near what we've seen before, but it is a lot more spread out this time. Kulusevski with 16. Coman with 14. Wow. Eric Dyer with 14. Assist-wise, 17 for Son, Kulusevski with 13, and Kane with 10. So he's picking up some of the assists. But overall, I mean, they're really spreading out the love here. 7-4-1 for Kulusevski, Danjuma with 720, Van de Beek with 719. So yeah, there's a lot of love being spread out right there. Newcastle-wise, Nick Pope with 41 appearances, Sven Botman with 38, and Zielinski with 37. Alexander Isak with 20, really not a great tally there for him. 18 for Wilson, and Schär with 12, as does St. Maximin. Assist-wise, 15 for Zielinski, and Trippier with 10. So not really spreading out the love nearly as well as Tottenham did, but 7-2-4 for Alexander Isak. Zielinski with 7-16, 7-06 for Target. So, I mean, definitely nowhere near Tottenham, but, I mean, you know, it's Newcastle. They're sitting down on the table. Jose Sa with only 40 appearances, Sarabia with 36, and then 35 plus 3 for Neto. So you got a couple in there. 27 goals for Jimenez, a fantastic return there. 12 for Nathan Collins and Pedro Neto with 10. Assist-wise, 17 for Sarabia, 12 with Cunha, and Neto with 8. So, I mean, again, not really spreading a lot of love out, but, I mean, they're getting some of the work done. 728 for Jimenez. Sarabia was 724, 708 for Nunez. Overall, it's okay. Data Hub this time actually very good defensively and even better in attack. These attacking numbers are through the roof. I mean, definitely, they're tops of the league, so you expect doing very well in some of these categories. Defending is fantastic as well. I mean, at least in some of these categories. So doing very well. Newcastle doing a little bit shakier in the defensive side of things, but very good in attack, some very good attacking numbers, just a little bit below Tottenham. Wolves having a bit different of a shape, but still goals per game, non-penalty expected goals for 90, and then shots per game all through the roof. I mean, shots per game, they led the league. So, but defensively extremely shaky, basically Premier League average on 1 tackles attempted per game, but that's it. Premier League stats overall, you could see most goals with Tottenham, 97. Man City with only 66. Something must have happened. Few shots against. Tottenham and Newcastle are both in there. Most possession, nobody. Dribbles made, Newcastle and Tottenham, but few is conceded. Oh, Tottenham does get some of the defensive side, the goalkeeper side, as well as the most tackles won. There you go. Best pass completion, nobody. Most shots for Wolves up there on top with 756. Tottenham closely behind with 747, and Newcastle also in there. And most points per game, as you'd expect. Player overview. Haaland still gets 30 goals. The rest of the team just must have been on vacation somehow. But Jimenez with 27, Isak with 20, Harry Kane with 20. I mean, they're doing fairly well. Most assists. It is even balanced. It is a fairly attacking tactic. Pablo Sarabia, 17 assists. Zielinski with 14 and Son with 12. Cunha, Kulusevski, Trippier are all in there as well. Player of the Match awards. Jimenez is up there. Danjuma and Van de Beek. You got best pass completion, nobody, of course. But dribbles made, Target, there you go. Few's conceded, Shaqiri and Lloris. Lloris is still in there, even though he only had 21 appearances. But most shutouts, there you go, Allison. Most tackles won, nobody. Most key passes, you got Sarabia, Zielinski, Trippier, and Neves. But Trippier and Sarabia are always in there. 155, that's fantastic. Most shots, Harry Kane, Jimenez, and Neto are all up there. So overall, a fantastic result for Tottenham. Newcastle, I mean, kind of on the average. Wolves a little bit higher than average, so not too bad there. But Tottenham is definitely where the story is. But that is it for me, Sefian FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.